Hi everyone, this is Sophie from Physio Borealis, and today I want to share 3 tips for the management of hemorrhoids and anal fissures. So what is the difference between both? So a hemorrhoid is a vein that's basically popping out of your anus. So it's kind of bulging out, and it can be either external, so external right here, or internal in the rectum. Whereas an anal fissure is more like a cut in the lining of your rectum. Both conditions can happen after childbirth because of the huge pressure that's applied on the pelvis during the pushing stage. But it can also occur, hemorrhoids can occur during pregnancy from the weight of the baby just pressing down and the circulation being compromised in the pelvis. And it can also occur at any other stage of life. If you have like a hard bowel movement at some point and a large stool, it can create an anal fissure, for example. So number one tip to start healing that is first keeping your stool as soft as you can. So on my chart right here, you see the type 4 is like a sausage or a snake. And so that's how you want your stool to be in order to not put more pressure in the area and be able to heal it. So whatever you need to do that, you could increase your water intake. You could look at your fiber intake. You could take some supplements, for example, some like fiber supplement that you could find off the shelf at the pharmacy, or you could even take medication to be able to have a nice soft stool. So number one, keep your stool soft. Number two is decrease inflammation. So the first very natural way that I recommend to decrease inflammation in the rectum area is to use the Anorexic. I'll put the link in the description of the video. But the Anorexic, you keep it in the freezer and you can insert it in your anus with a bit of lubricant. And then you can leave it in there for a few minutes every time you have pain, or even as a prevention to avoid that there's too much inflammation, and that when the stool comes in your rectum, that there's so much irritation that it reduces the space, right? So we want to make more space, and that's one way to do it. It has saved lives, honestly. Like my clients said, it's the best investment they've done for their anal fissures or hemorrhoids is to buy the Anorexic. The other way you can decrease inflammation is with prescription drugs. So there are some topical creams that you can use, and some of them have cortisone, for example, to try and decrease the swelling. So one that has worked well for my clients is Proctofoam, and it's under prescription. So you can ask your doctor. It's like a foam, and it has cortisone in it, and you apply it with an applicator inside the rectum. Number 3 is your position on the toilet. So for those of you who have watched other talks that I've done, or have read my blog about bowel health, you will already know about this. So the Squatty potty looks like this. It's a stool that can go around your toilet. And when you put your feet on the Squatty potty, it brings your knees in a position where they are higher than your hips, which makes it much easier for you to poo. And why is that? It's because your pelvic floor muscles are around your rectum, and when you're in a squat position, your pelvic floor muscles are more relaxed. So obviously, if we have already a condition where things are quite constricted here, we don't want to add an extra tension there, right? We want to make more space. So having a squat position when you have a bowel movement can be enough to actually reduce significantly the pressure there and make more space. So these were my 3 tips. And if it hasn't worked for you, you've tried all these things, I would recommend that you consult with a pelvic health physio. There are some techniques we can do to release that muscle right here, which is the anal sphincter. Because if that muscle gets really tight, then again, it's like restricting the space, and it can make it hard for your hemorrhoid or anal fissure to heal. So there's really gentle techniques we can do to release that. The second thing, if you've tried all these things, it's been months that you're dealing with these issues, go see your doctor, because for hemorrhoids specifically, there are some surgeries available. And obviously, it's a last resort, but it's still an option if you can't get over these symptoms and it's still painful. So I hope this helps, and thanks for watching.